Coach, just talk about today's game. Unbelievable how you guys came back and got 6 goals after being down 3.
Yep.
And really got back in the game, took control, and just really never let go.
Yeah, I felt like, I said to the team at halftime that I was actually really happy it was 3-1. I thought with how we were playing, for us to only be down 2 goals, that we were actually in a really good position. And I think that woke the team up. I think they were feeling pretty heavy and down on themselves at halftime. And I said, look, we haven't played good lacrosse, and to only be down 2 goals, I think we're actually in a good spot. And we made some halftime adjustments offensively, which I think really kind of catapulted us in that second half to, start that run of goals. And my hat's off to our defense. To hold a team like Penn to 4 goals is, pretty spectacular defensively.
I was going to ask you, what's it like to see, not only, you win a championship, but you do so with really a defensive stand there, throughout the whole game. Players like Kelsey and Georgia, who don't get a lot of stats, but obviously make a huge factor in a game, especially like today.
Kelsey was on fire. Even her play at the end of the game when she was like a mad woman chasing people in the midfield and coming up with that ball at a really critical time. We had turned it over and Penn was coming back down the field and she got it back. That's Kelsey. She's one of our biggest competitors on the team. And I've been saying all year, Georgia Bird is our defense. She's not somebody that's going to have a lot of stats in the game, but she is our quarterback on defense. Our defense can't work well without her. So I thought the 2 of them, NKG and Hillary, our whole defense played really well. I thought they were playing together. And when, Penn moved the ball hard, I felt like we were getting to where we needed to be to stop them. And then on, attack-wise, we came up with a play at halftime we haven't run all year and ran it all the second half. And I was really proud to see our kids really adjust and run it, run it pretty well.
Talk about KG, just her play the whole weekend, earning Most Outstanding Player Award.
Well, what people don't know is she was incredibly sick today. She was pretty sick heading into the game, so for her to kind of fight through that sickness and play the way she did, I think shows a lot of mental toughness in her. And she's been our stalwart back there all year. We can play the style of defense we play because of her in the cage. We can take risks knowing that we've got a great keeper in the cage. But I think that whole second half today was a total team effort. Our bench was really into the game, and I just felt like everyone dug in at halftime and just kind of had a will that we were going to get it done. Even if it wasn't pretty, we were going to get it done.
Coach,
go ahead.
Talk about winning this tournament championship game, first one in the 3 years this tournament has existed. What does this mean to your program as far as springboarding to the next step? Obviously, the first next step is the NCAA tournament.
Well, it's eluded us. We've been in this tournament, but and even in the final game, but come up empty. And I think it's a hurdle that you kind of get that monkey off your back when you finally do it. And for us, we've struggled a bit on the road this year. For us to come down here to Penn's home field and be able to pull out that win, I think really shows mentally that we can do it. I think sometimes we've doubted that. And to come down and play a team like Cornell and Penn on the road and come up with wins, I think gives us a ton of confidence heading into that next step of the NCAAs.